Hey guys, it's Aru here. Today I will be announcing a brand new series I will be doing. Basically, since EXP has become a little bit more prevalent now due to Adanya and the new spots giving a good chunk of experience, I want to have a database of videos showing how much experience you can get hourly at each dedicated spot. I've already got some of my own data here, but they don't have any video proof of this actually being true. So I do want to back up these claims with video proof. But this is the current tier list if you're interested. Orbita Double Tower is the current #1 spot. I will definitely be going into detail on how to do these little strats or whatever for the spots in my videos, so definitely stay tuned for those. Another thing that experience grinders are doing is the EXP tag method. Basically, as you know, any experience you gain on one character can be transferred over to another character. But there's a little trick you can do with the EXP transfer coupon. So basically, let's say the main character you're grinding on, that's the one you're leveling on, etc. Once you're happy with the amount of experience you have stored in your tag, as you can see I'm tracking it right here, you can transfer over the grinder's experience to the tagged character, and you can claim the experience you've grinded on the tagged character, but you get the experience on the level you desire. So if I'm grinding on my Seraph, I'm currently level 67.25, and I transfer back this experience to my Sork, I will be level 67.25, but I will later on claim the experience on my Sork from the Seraph grinding, and I will actually gain this 4.5% on level 67. It is quite a lot, but it is the current meta of experience. If you're not doing this, you're going to be super far behind. This has been brought up to PA quite a few times, and they have no plans on fixing this, or quote-unquote fixing it, because I don't know, is it really a bug if it's a feature in the game? So the main way you're going to get your EXP transfer coupon is from seasons. As you can see, 100 seals is one transfer coupon. So basically, you can use these two coupons to transfer to your tag, claim the experience, and then transfer back to your main if you wish. Or you can tag two of the same class, and if you don't care about the name of your character, you can transfer once, claim, and just continue playing on that new character. There's a couple other ways to get a combat coupon, for example, Seal of Undying. And we have a Scroll of Equilibrium from Medal of Glory. Now, this will transfer your inventory slots and weight and everything to that new character, so keep that in mind. It's not just experience. There might be some other ways to get these for free, like obviously during some events they'll give out one of these for free, or the EXP transfer for free. But if you're really desperate, sometimes they do have it in the Pearl shop. I do believe it's not available 24/7. It's only available during specific periods of time. I do not see it here at all. I don't see it. So it's definitely going to be something you have to wait for. But as a start to the series, let's go over some of the buffs you can get for experience. Now, the sustainable buffs are obviously going to be Adventurer's Boon, 15%, Villa buff, 50%, Simple Cron Meal, 20%. You can also pop a Beast Drought on the AFK dummy, which I believe is another 15-20%. The big one is obviously going to be the Amplified Lightstone set. This will give you 500% experience. The crystals is Kydix Crystal of Adventure. This is a resplendent version, which you get from season characters. You get 2 of these per season complete. So as you can see, to get a full set, you're going to have to complete a lot of season characters. But in total, this gives you 365%. Obviously, I don't have one of them, so it's going to be 375 if you have all of them. Here's some other sustainable buffs you can get. The Mercenary Experience buff, which you get at your Y tab. You have to claim one every single day, otherwise it resets and you lose the previous day. So it's one every single day. You can't just store it and it'll accumulate there. And three of the 200% ones will make a 600% scroll. Blessed Message Scroll is pretty sustainable. They give this out quite often. You can see I have 260 of these. 300% scroll. This is also fairly sustainable. On top of them giving it out for free, you can actually trade a plump coelacanth for 5 of them. So 10 plump coelacanths will give you 5 300% scrolls every single week. And 530 scrolls, you can get 53 of these every single year from the Pearl Shop under loyalties for 530 silver. So you get 53 of them. Now the pen insignia gives you 30% experience, so definitely pick this up as this is the most experience you can get from the slot at a consistent rate, unless we have like an event where we get 100% or whatever for a limited time. A recent change to the guild buff is the 200% buff lasts for 3 hours on a 4-hour cooldown, so it's fairly sustainable and it's a global buff, so it will just tick right here. Also in the Black Spirit, we have the exchange. We can exchange 100 energy for 50% combat experience for 3 hours. Another nice little sustainable buff you can get. Now let's go over some pay-to-win options. There are definitely some. Secret Book of Old Moon, 100%. Value Pack gives you 30%. Book of Combat gives you 100%. Now, this is a legacy item, so you can only get this through the marketplace. I believe you can't get this through the Pearl Shop anymore, but they do give out like 1-day or 7-day free ones every now and then. The new big pay-to-win item is the Ancient Book of Combat. This only lasts 7 days, and it goes for 60 minutes, so you have to have your fairy popping it non-stop if you're going to be on the dummy, for example. But this gives 250% experience, and it's quite expensive, so this is probably the biggest pay-to-win item for experience gain. Another big pay-to-win item is the Blessing of Old Moon Scroll. This has 500% experience on it, on top of the other massive benefits it has. So if you don't mind pay-to-winning for these are very good, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it. Not very sustainable. Lastly, the most important buff in the game right now is the Refined Feast and the Bountiful Feast. This item can be obtained from the Royal Workshop right here. As you can see, this has a 0.7% chance of getting a Refined Feast and a 0.47% chance of getting a Bountiful Feast, and you only get 1 reroll per day, and it's 50 pearls to reroll once again. So you can technically pay to win this, but you know, have fun getting these little 0.7% rates or whatever. But once you get 30,000 worker seals, you can actually trade 30,000 of them for a Refined Feast. So that's one consistent way of getting a feast every now and then. And of course, buying them off the marketplace. But yeah, that about covers everything there is about experience. Obviously, there is a lot of niche stuff that I could go on forever about, but that's the main stuff you want to focus on. The tag experience, having your sustainable buffs available, and obviously having your constant buffs available at all times. And pay to win if you want, you know. We all do a little bit of pay to win here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to gathering all this data, and hopefully even a couple of people will find this resourceful, and that's all that really matters to me. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you later.